Okay, the whole reason I'm doing this is because I had rotten lighting in the house, and it finally occurred to me it's such a beautiful southern Indiana afternoon that I'd just come outside and do this. But I just wanted to show for any of you out there that are like me and like playing a guitar that you put some sweat equity into. I got this from through the wonders of the internet. You can make all kinds of friends, and made a nice acquaintance on eBay, great price on it. And the reason that I'm making this little video here is a hint to those of you out there younger than me. If you're working with wood, sometimes it's best to not make things any more complicated than they have to be. And what we've got here is when he was planning on making his own guitar, as you can see, he drilled a hole for where he intended, I assume, to be his volume control to be, and it doesn't really fit in with the layout of where I want to put the 4 tone and volume controls that I'm planning on putting. So at first I started out, I thought, well, I'll just use dowel pins, but I couldn't find any that they didn't match up color-wise, and I went up to a 1/2 inch because the hole was between 3/8 and 1/2, and nobody makes a 7/16, and I can make the holes bigger, but it's hard to make a hole smaller. So what I did, let's see if I've got it framed right yet. Oh, that didn't work out too bad at all. Let me move it just a shade. As you can see, you almost have to know exactly where the hole was to find it. And what I did was, if you find yourself in a situation similar to this, instead of making it any harder than what it needs to be, I just took my piece of 1/2 inch doweling and I got it prepped and everything, and I glued it in, but I didn't come up flush with the face of my body. And then I looked in the areas on the back of my body. Oh, by the way, there's been one light coating of sanding sealer here, so that's why there's a slight variation in color. But as you can see, I came up, and since I intend to put a fender style gasket and plate there anyway, and a screw would work great to hold my neck in place anyway when I go to do my screw holes and that. So what I did was look for a place in the veneer that came as close as possible to matching up with what I wanted to do with the hole. And as you can see, it worked great on the front. By the time I put my black speed knobs, my 2-tone, 2-volume on there, I don't think that anyone that didn't know what they were looking for would be able to find it. So there's a tip for those of you out there that haven't spent 45 years working with furniture. Don't make things any harder than they have to be. I'll post a another video here in a little while when I'm a little bit farther along. Catch you later.